Peace and love, peace and love. Greetings, family. How is everybody? Oh my goodness. Y'all have to please excuse me for not being able to go live as scheduled on Sunday. This last week or so has been quite tumultuous for me with my business and clients and various endeavors that I'm pursuing. I just got to get my calendar a little bit more organized. But today's topic, since this is a recorded video, hopefully it'll still be just as effective as if I was on a Sunday live. But this is life coaching with Soleah Rayne. Peace and love to everybody out there. The topic for today is how to achieve life balance. And honestly, many of us do need this information. Um, with the times that we live in, we are so bogged down with stressors. Um, we are, focusing on family, career, social life, different goals and achievements we aspire to accomplish. We deal with anxiety, depression, even simple things as our daily needs. Many of us all over the world, and I say us because I'm feeling everything that's coming from the energy out there. Many people are hungry. Many people lack adequate shelter or places to live, places to call home. And that can be a major stressor, just that your daily needs are not met. Okay. Um, whether it's a transportation issue, you're using public transportation, you have to get up 2 hours early every day to go to work. It's just so many different things that could bring about imbalances in life. So, wanting to get that balance back, wanting to find that place of peace is certainly very much needed and important to seek. So, with this coaching session today, excuse me, y'all, I just ate an orange and it's still trying to go down. Oh my goodness. But, nothing in life is actually as chaotic as it really seems. So, there's always something that we can do, there's always something that we can change to make life a little bit more less stressful, if I could say that. Um, so, I do want to point out some of the major areas that we do need to find balance in. We have our home life, the social, the family relationships. Then we have our career and educational aspirations, money and personal finance. We have physical health, recreation, and leisure. Life's routine responsibilities, just your everyday responsibilities, can be a whole section by itself, honestly. Giving back to society and contributing contributions. If you do have a goal of giving to charities, and even volunteer work can really take a toll on you if this is your mission, if this is something that you enjoy doing, but you still have those other things to juggle. You have mental, emotional, and inner well-being. So even your own health needs to take a front seat at times. So it's so many different areas of our lives that we have to find balance and we have to put in perspective in order to have peace and joy and just general contentment with life. You know, I've seen so many individuals who have contemplated suicide. Peace and love. Greetings. In and out. I will watch whole session later. Okay, peace and love, Ashun. Thank you for coming in. Thank you for viewing. Thank you. But yeah, we definitely need to accomplish these goals of balancing everything out in life, okay? So, what I wanted to mention as well, that one gift that makes us all the same, we're equal in that we've all been given the gift of time. And with our lives, everybody, may do different things as far as career life, You may have different interests when it comes to leisure and family time. You may be a single individual, or you may have multiple children and relatives always around you, and just joy and laughter. And then, the different dynamics of financial security. Some may not have that financial security to lean on when it comes to being able to take care of themselves and take a day off. They may need every single day on that paycheck in order to keep the lights on and to make ends meet. So all of us have been given time. We can choose to waste the time that we have, or we can choose to utilize that time to our benefit. Okay? We can invest that time. So a lot of times it takes the investment of time in order to accomplish certain tasks and certain goals that we actually a script we intend to accomplish. I'm trying to use different words while thinking other words. So this is something that's very important. I do want to take my time in making sure that the concepts are actually conveyed adequately in this video. But just looking at the different areas that are very important to us, social and family relationships. This is at the top of the list. And many of us come into the world with various norms, various morals and ways of living because it's taught to us. And then either we keep up with it, it becomes a burden, or either it becomes our number one way of handling situations. That we see that our parents handle situations one way, and so we're going to do the same things that they did, or we see that maybe it's not for us, we want to change things up. That can kind of send things into a spiral, honestly, because if you're going against your natural way of doing things, or what's been, even what has helped you throughout the years, and you want to just go with something your friend told you to do, when you've been successful in the past, you've accomplished great feats doing things a certain way, and then you up and change, and then all hell breaks loose. What happens in that? How do you gain your balance when you say, well, I used to get up and have a routine every day. I would get up and make up my bed. I would make sure the room was clean. I would make sure every chore was done. And then I would start my day. But then at some point you decide, well, I'm an adult now. I live by myself. I'm going to leave the covers turned back. I'm going to leave the trash filled and the dishes in the sink. And then you go to work, or you go to school, you go and handle your business, and then you come back, and all these things are left for you, and you're like, oh, why didn't I do it before I left? Why did I leave it for myself to come back to? Sometimes getting into a routine and handling things when you have the highest peak of your strength and energy is usually the best thing for you, so you're not stressing yourself out when you've had a long day and you're tired. So just something simple. If it's something that your parents taught you, when you get up, make up your bed, put things together, put things in order, have a nice clean home to come back to at the end of your day. If you go away from that whole routine, then it can kind of put things off. It can cause an imbalance. So that's one thing that I kind of want to throw out there for those that are kind of OCD. And it sounds bad, but OCD is a good thing. You're obsessive compulsively keeping things in check. That is a good thing. I don't believe in labels, so I'm just putting that out there as a kind of a comic relief. But the next area is the career and educational accomplishments or aspirations. Many times we decide that while we're young, we're going to just go around and do this job and that job, and do a little things or whatever. And we'll say, well, I got the rest of my life to figure things out, right? But if you don't start young, knowing who you are, knowing your purpose, and knowing what your skills and gifts and talents are, that can cause a lot of imbalances in life. That can cause you to be totally lost, totally um, confused. And it can cause anxiety and depression because you haven't quite gotten it together. So this is an area that's close to home. It's the second area of importance And of course, it's this whole list can be turned around in different orders and different ways, of course. But getting that balance, we want that stability, we want that foundation very firm. So your home life, whether you're single or like I said, have a big family or whatever, from one spectrum, one end of the spectrum to the other, is, totally permissible to consider. So whatever your home life is, keep it in order. If you're single or if you're married or whatever, put your bills in the same place. So every single month when bills are due, you're not scrounging around for the letter in the mail and where's the light bill? Have y'all seen this? Have y'all seen the water bill? Oh my God, I know I got a money order for the rent, but where is it? I put it up because I got it early. Keep things in the same location. So back to the career thing. Now, this is something that I specifically mentor on and helping people understand and know their purpose in life. Sometimes we get to be old in age and have been on this earth for so long and just still don't know why we're here. We still don't know what our purpose is or what our mission should be, what the vision of our life should be about. And sometimes it takes external eyes and ears to take a look into your life to see and know exactly how to guide you into finding those answers that you seek. So, once again, that's just something that, I can help with in my practice, of course. But the next one is money and personal finances. Oh my goodness, don't we all need help in this area? Some people can really struggle for many, many years and then turn out to be an overnight success and become very rich and wealthy and accomplished, but they put in the work over the years. So then you see people that may look at the lives of those individuals who are successful or who appear to become overnight successes, and they say, I want what he's got. I want what she's got, but they don't see the years that have been put in of drudgery, of pain, of hard work and effort that nobody else saw, that they were suffering and eating beans and weenies for dinner on a daily basis just to save some money back to start that business. Be careful what you wish for because you just might get it. When you do ascribe, when you do intend, you set your intentions for something great. Know that to whom much is given, much is required. When you want that great thing, something is required of you in order to get it, in order to achieve it. So be prepared. Honestly, it's very important that you're very much prepared for the struggles and the upheaval, the hills and the valleys and so forth that you're going to encounter. So looking at these first three areas, and I won't really delve too deeply into each area, but your home life is very important to keep in order, to understand what works for you and what doesn't work for you. Whether it's something that you learned through your family life, or maybe you saw that your father wasn't very studious with his bills and he let things go because he had a drinking problem, and the mother had to always pick up the slack. And you say, well, I'm not going to do that when I grow up. Or if you see where things did work for you, then continue the legacy. You know, when it comes to career and education, if that's what you choose to do, go ahead and do it early. Find your career. Be educated in whatever area or field that you choose to. Some people are good with educating themselves. They may get a book on anything and watch some YouTube videos, and they're just as knowledgeable as anybody else. So know your learning style and the methods that work best for you. And then your personal finance and money areas. Sometimes it's good to get advice in those areas and have a plan. In everything, you want to have a plan. So this is talking about how to achieve life balance today. Life coaching with Soleah Rayne. Thank you so much for viewing, each of you. I did say that nothing in life is as chaotic as it seems. we can still find balance in the most chaotic areas of our lives, in the most tumultuous upheaval that we may face. Okay. Now, the thing about time, we can either invest it or we can waste it. This is what I've said just a moment ago. Just for those of you that are coming in and out, I see a few viewers here. And so, my 5 steps to achieving balance, we'll just go straight into that. Prioritize. This is something that is very simple, but sometimes when we fail to do this one simple thing, it can cause many problems. So if you're not prioritizing your life, your interests, your goals, then that can cause major problems. So that's the number one thing. See what's most important to you, first and foremost. Okay? And then be decisive. I like to say be intentional. This actually feels better for me to say be intentional. But many of you can say, I decided on this, and this is what I'm going with. So being decisive or intentional is very, very key in organizing your life and achieving that balance. So once you have prioritized things, go ahead and go forward with the plan. Don't just create a blueprint for a house and then every week you're changing that blueprint. You're changing that end goal. So you're never going to accomplish it because you're consistently focusing on the blueprint. Go ahead and complete it, leave it where it is, and know that it's going to be a good outcome. Okay, be decisive and say, we're going to go forward with it. We're going to go step by step, and this is the plan. Okay, now, number 3, grow with discipline. Now, that's very important. Knowing that you have that room to grow and you're going to go through some changes, but be disciplined about it. Know that you are kind of pruning your direction. It's kind of like planting a flower or having a little garden or something. When you have the rows in a certain order and you have your fruits and vegetables separated in different little patches of ground dirt, whatever. I've never gardened, so my grandmother had a garden and I loved to watch her when she would bring everything in and so forth. But knowing that you have that discipline about yourself, keeping yourself in line, staying on task is very important. Okay, so that's the third area. That's the third way of achieving that balance, growing with discipline. So you're being very specific and very succinct in the steps that you're going to be taking in accomplishing those goals that you've already prioritized. Okay, now number 4, value relationships. It's nothing more important than having that friend or that family member that you can call on in time of need, in time of trouble, whether it's just to have someone to listen on the other end or someone to be there as a support system, any form or fashion. You know, those love relationships come in handy. You have that loved one that you can lean on and cry on and feel that acceptance. It's very important to feel accepted. First, you must accept yourself, and then to have someone else in that relationship with you and cheering you on, honestly. So value those relationships. Don't always treat everybody like they're nothing. Don't always think that you're more important than everybody else. Value the relationships. Cultivate strong and healthy relationships. Let them know that you care, so that when you need to hear that you're cared about, then that will come back to you. What you put out, that comes back to you in multiplications, in threefold, sometimes tenfold, sometimes thousandfold. So understand that when you have a strong relationship that you can always rely on, and that interaction, that's going to be your support. That's going to keep you balanced. It's going to keep you very balanced. And the fifth way of achieving balance in life is always put your health first. Now, this should have been number one, right? But that goes with the prioritizing. When you know that you're not strong enough to handle certain things, you're not going to put yourself in those situations. If you know that this will cause a problem health wise or energy wise, or you have anxiety and depression, so you're not going to put yourself in that situation to go through an argument and to be ridiculed. So you're going to put your health first. You're going to eat right. You're going to exercise. Okay. So this is how you maintain your balance, because it gives you that energy, that boost to keep the system going according to how you determine it works for you. So if you get up every day at 5 o'clock or 6 o'clock and you go running, you exercise and you leave yourself some time to come in, whether you make up your bed first before you go running or after you get back and take your shower and you're kind of drying off and letting your pores close up. So you might do some little house chores while you're still in your towel or in your robe or whatever. That might work best for you. You're getting your exercise and you're taking care of your health. And you may read your paper or check Facebook while you're drinking your tea in the morning or drinking your coffee, what have you, eating some fruit, a nice bowl of fresh fruits, which is the best thing to have on an empty stomach. You don't want to do that sausage and eggs and toast and bacon and all that extra stuff. That weighs you down. Why do you think by 10 o'clock you're knocked out sleep at your desk or standing up leaning over on something? Because of what you eat. So always be mindful of the things that you put into your body. Be mindful of the energy from other individuals that you're around. Protect yourself. Cleanse yourself. Detox. Sometimes taking care of your health and putting your health first is making sure that the energy around you is pure and clean and positive. Because if you get around people that gossip a lot, or they're constantly filled with drama and issues, and then they're crying on your shoulder all the time, that's not going to cause you to be uplifted, is it? So it's okay to have someone that you're there for at times, but always make sure you put your own health first and foremost. That, okay, enough is enough. You done cried on my shoulder 5 days this week. Can I have 2 to myself? Sometimes it's necessary to say those type things because you want to put yourself first. You want to know that you're going to be there in the long term, in the long run. Longevity is important. Once again, the time thing. This is the most precious gift that we all have been given. Either we can waste our time or we can invest our time. And valuing the relationships, as I mentioned, was number 4. If you're allowing that friend to cry on your shoulder 5 days a week, that's valuing that relationship. You must see something very grand in that individual, and that's a beautiful thing. That is a beautiful thing, and it's okay. So I did want to finally wrap up with this notion of that spectrum of risk taking. On one end, we have people who don't like to risk anything. They like to play it safe. And this is talking about when you're accomplishing goals in life, and you want to get to a certain place, a certain level. If you're looking at your money, your finances, and so forth, and you want to be that millionaire, you want to be comfortable or well off, then set these achievable, short, smart goals is what they are, smart goals. I won't try to memorize them, but I've understood SMART goals. But definitely something that you can achieve. Set these goals. So sometimes when you don't take any risks, that's your comfort zone. And you're going to maintain that comfort zone and not get anywhere, honestly. In some cases, you don't get very far. But on the other end of the spectrum, you have that you may want to risk everything. You have the manifestation zone, is the way I see it. Your comfort zone, risking nothing at all. And then your manifestation zone is where you do more risk taking. You're putting your energy out there, knowing that something's coming back. Put more good effort, more hard work, more study and research and understanding of systems and so forth, so that that knowledge can reproduce and come back to you in success. that effort can come back to you in achievement and accomplishing goals. Okay? So it's so often that we can find things to cry about and fret over. But once we do achieve balance, we can achieve that place of peace. We can get to that place in our hearts, in our physical environments, in our home life, in our careers, in our communities, where we are settled and satisfied and at peace with what we've accomplished in the time that we've been given. Okay? So don't forget to take risks. Don't forget to set goals. Don't forget to prioritize. This gives you the balance that you need. Don't forget to stay nice and neat and clean because that carries an energy, honestly. I may have kind of said this over and over again about habits and so forth, but you bring in a certain energy when you have certain habits and certain things that you do on a daily basis. Whether you pray or meditate or light incense or candles and use crystals and just consult the energy around you and uplifting yourself on a daily basis is very needed and very necessary, very fundamental, honestly. So reach into me. My website is called solunaressence.com for many of you who may be viewing for the first time. Solunaressence.com. And these videos that I do live will be on my YouTube channel, excuse me. My YouTube channel is called Ambassador for Change. I have so many different hats and so many different names. But I have Loving My Health, where if you're interested in learning more about your health and wellness, you can go there. But my website, solunaressence.com, really is all inclusive of every facet of every area that I'm involved in. So I am kind of embellishing that section of health and wellness and health and beauty and so forth. I have essential oils that I'm promoting at the time, doTERRA oils, if you've heard of them. I do life coaching sessions, do personal readings, as well as book editing. I have a manuscript in front of me that I've been typing all day, and that kind of takes away my time. But I am here for each of my clients in whatever capacity you need me. So my name again is Soleah Rayne. I do have 3 books on Amazon.com if you'd like to purchase and be encouraged. You know, there's a book that's called I Have to Say Today is a Great Day. This was my second book that I published in 2017, and second of the 3. And it's just simply showing you and teaching and giving affirmations, honestly, on how to have a great day, even when it seems like it's not going to be a great day. There are certain things that you can do in small quantities, small baby steps of making your day great and understanding that it can always get better and better and better. So this is about achieving life balance. So if you have any questions, do put them in the comment. Even if you're viewing after the recording, after the live has been posted, I am here to answer any questions and certainly convene in the next video interacting with you. Thank you so much for your time and energy. Peace, love, and wholeness to each of you. So Lunar Essence.